It's recording. GoPro is recording now. So let's go ahead and make a marker uh, so that the hand clap hopefully was loud enough for everything to, both microphones to hear. Also should hear me clunking the helmet into place. And oh boy, my face is right up on the GoPro mic. See, does it go back a little? That's a little better. Hope that doesn't ruin the audio. Well, this is a test to find out. So we'll see how the Cardo mic is to the other one. Let's turn on the motorcycle. And it looks like we get to follow a trailer. Yay! All right. Nadu believes we be good to go. All right. We are underway. Hopefully getting a nice video here outside of Colinga, going up towards the San Benitoite mine. Never been there. So going through the Coast Range Mountains. And we will see. I still see, since it's only April, although it is late April now, April 21st. Oops, didn't need to downshift. I don't know what I was thinking. See, I'm still learning. I'm practicing. But yes, we can see a little green still on the foothills, but do see a lot of the golden grass. Fun fact for non-Californians that don't know this, one reason that California is called the Golden State is actually because of the gold color that the dry grass makes on the foothills, and is that nice, beautiful gold look. So not only is California famous for the 1849 gold rush, but it's also famous for its golden hills, gold colored hills. Also, a lot of people off to my left and then eventually to my right, you may already be able to see it on both sides on the video. You can see oil rigs. So there's natural gas and also black crude oil or black gold coming out of these California foothills here. This, of course, is just, well, real close to Colinga. So a lot of people don't really associate California with the oil industry. They always think more of like Alaska or Texas, was it North and South Dakota? But California, especially around this area, lots and lots of oil wells, which seems a bit ironic considering how hostile a lot of lobbies are in California against the oil industry. The oil industry produces a lot more than just fuel for automobiles. Pretty much all the plastics and synthetics that we take for granted. The vegan leather, quite possibly, could be coming as a derivative. I just heard a couple of people fall on the floor. I'm sure they're shouting at their device right now saying, Eric, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Where do you think synthetics come from? One way or another, it's a derivative of this industry. Look at all those rigs. Now, the ones that aren't going up and down, they could be dried up or they could be mechanically broken and need to be repaired. There's a lot of reasons. I also heard from one person that actually worked for Chevron, one of the big producers and owners of these oil wells, and many others, was that here in California, because California is so hostile to the oil industry, they don't give them permits to like get them fixed. So, bit of a conundrum there, isn't it? It's like you already got it there, and we do need it. But there's other people that say, well, hey, let the rest of the world pump their oil out first, and then we'll have the reserve down the road when everybody else is out of theirs. So no matter how you look at it, one thing I can say for sure is it's definitely a piece of American history and California history, and we can embrace it as our history, learn from it. We are developing new technologies. Definitely some new technologies I agree with 100%. When they become mature, they will be a big benefit to the world and as a whole. One of those industries that I'm really excited by is the hydrogen industry. There's a lot of natural hydrogen gas just in the air that we breathe. A lot of there's probably plenty of people that think that's a bunch of BS, but there is. And there's these like, pump extractors. I used to sell them when I worked for the company that manufactured scientific lasers. And because some scientists and scientific laboratories, like Lawrence Livermore and Stanford, to name just a couple of the many that we sold to domestically as well as internationally, but they required nitrogen gas. Oh, I did misspeak. Nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas, two different things. The nitrogen gas we do breathe all the time. Hydrogen, we actually drink it all the time. We just take it for granted. Sometimes it comes in that really fancy, ultra expensive square plastic bottle made by the petroleum industry. That square plastic bottle with that Fiji sticker on it and the pretty flower. And you spend like twice or three times as much money for it because it quote unquote tastes better. My personal preference is actually Evian water from the Evian Mountains in France. I personally can taste the difference with Evian water. So when I'm in the mood, I will get an Evian, but I have to say it's probably been at least a good year since I've had Evian water. At least a good year, maybe 2 years. Now I'm going really slow around these corners. One thing you probably won't be able to see on the camera is that there was gravel there in that corner, and I personally know that gravel can be quite treacherous for a motorcyclist. So I'm taking it nice and easy for sure. By the way, on the video, it probably looks like I'm going a lot faster than I really am. In reality, I'm probably going about 30, eh, somewhere around 35 to 40 miles per hour. It varies a little bit as you go up and down. But here we're coming into some of the hidden gems of the Coast Range Mountains. So these mountains are just west of the I-5. So if you live in California, you're most certainly aware of the I-5, especially in the Central Valley. And that could get me onto a whole topic that's quite frustrating for most people. Uh, I'm referring to the traffic situation on the I-5. So but anyways, just west of the I-5 are the Coast Range Mountains. You get to experience a little bit of their foothills as you're going up just past Colinga. And pretty much always know when you come to Colinga if you're going up and down the I-5 because you can smell it a few miles south or north of the Harris Ranch that's right there. So most people always think of Harris Ranch being synonymous with Colinga, but actually there is a town of Colinga, and it's a few miles west of the I-5 and the Harris Ranch. Today is such a gorgeous day. I'm glad we're finally rolling. While I was setting up the camera, I was getting a little hot because I imagine it's somewhere in the 80s right now, as it's in the early afternoon here, Sunday, April 21st. But we have some beautiful white clouds to contrast the gorgeous blue sky. Look at these foothills here. It's lovely with the green still, the hints of green. And of course the gold. And as I mentioned earlier, one of the names for the nicknames, I guess, the Golden Hills of California. I will mention that as a new rider, relatively new, I'm getting more and more experience. One reason I'm so happy that you come along with me because I'm improving my riding skills while also sharing it with you. So if you've never ridden a motorcycle, hopefully sharing insights and such, and my feelings and reactions. Incidentally, if you go ahead and leave me a comment, like, and share is also greatly appreciated. And you are watching the video from CosmicCafeShow.com, which currently it forwards directly to my YouTube channel, Cosmic Cafe Show. And a lot of times I'll be resharing it to my Facebook page and other such socials, but Facebook is the primary for this. I knew that the cellular signal today coming through these hills would be pretty much zero once I got a few feet out of Colinga, so I went ahead and didn't attempt to live stream this like I live streamed yesterday from my ride on the Interstate 5 section known as the Grapevine. Look how beautiful. Ooh, ooh, I don't want to swerve into the other lane because I couldn't see if there was a car coming. And also with my big bike here, this isn't the bike I'm riding is not a little sport pocket rocket type bike. This is a cruiser. I have posted pictures of it and everything. So it's not designed for doing whipping around corners like the other well, affectionately known as rice rockets type sport bikes. So me and plus also I am practicing to and learning how to do curves. It's a lot of fun, but it is actually quite a bit of work because you got to look for gravel, slippery surfaces. See, there's some gravel here in the center that you probably can't see on the camera, but I could see it. It was kind of right there in the center of the road. And most of that is because the tires and the automobiles are on the left and right side. So going down the dead center, there can be more gravel and debris. So I have to keep that in mind. Ooh, ooh. I sure hope you're enjoying the scenery. I hope the audio is coming through good. This time I don't know which audio you're listening to. If it's the audio, boy, sure am glad there's not a lot of cars on this road in front of me or behind me or coming the opposite direction. Because as you can see, I am practicing. This is the best time to practice when there's nobody around, so you can get the feel for it. And yeah, see the center there, it's got a little bit of gravel, so it's got me nervous. I don't. Let's see. Yeah. Wow, look how pretty that is with the rocks on the hills there. Somebody lives here, isn't that amazing? Oh, we get to go over a cattle guard. Yep. Wow. It's like a house you'd see in a movie with the interesting background and stuff, huh? Look at those rocks up on the hillside there. Isn't that just amazing? Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Oops, wrong gear. Oh, I was mentioning, I'm not sure which audio track I'm going to end up going with. Because I do have my DJI microphone and inside the helmet here with me next to the Cardo microphone. Now, the Cardo has very high uh, noise cancellation technology, and it's designed so people, when they're riding, they can communicate with each other and not have a bunch of motorcycle noise. So it tends to clip the audio a little bit, and you really can't hear the motorcycle running. Now with GoPro, it's also recording just the outside audio as well as the audio on the Pack Talk, the Cardo Pack Talk PT Edge. Well, along with the DJI microphone, which is inside my helmet, that should be just kind of getting everything. So I'll be very interested to see what the audio quality is with that. Oh, what a beautiful look at that. This is just hidden beauty inside. You just never see this when you're going up the I-5. Look at all the rocks over there to my right or to our right. Look at the way the rocks look. Unfortunately, I got to turn, so we got some off-roaders. Give them a little wave. Normally, you don't give the wave to people in automobiles, but they're kind of in a hybrid. And also, I don't mind waving to people on backcountry roads like this. Anywho, try and keep my riding experience as positive and friendly as possible. And I did notice at least one of the uh, there was a guy, one of the drivers of one of those, the last quad there. He waved back, so that was nice. And people living down here, guy's got a couple of boats. Always does kind of make me wonder. You have boats out here in the landlocked area like this, and I don't see a lake nearby either. It's like, well, what are you thinking? Oh, several more boats too. I'm not aware of a big lake nearby, so maybe there is one though. There's a lot of hidden gems. Look how green and lush these hills are. Wow, beautiful. And the oak trees, those famous oak trees, the rolling hills. We got some mustard plants going there. Valley down there. Maybe on the ride back, you get to see down in that valley a little bit better. think we'll be coming back this way. We've already gone 14 miles. I may just also speed through this part of the trip. I don't know. I want to speed through this part of the trip or just some of the things you see along the roadside. In the motorcycle is you would never notice it in an automobile or almost never would notice it. So it made me crack up there a little bit. I may speed up the video through here, so we may not even be hearing this audio. See how it plays out. Or I may just leave it as is. I guess when you're watching this and you're hearing me say this right now, then you know I went ahead and left it at normal speed just so you could experience the beautiful scenery. So you know also, you know there's a lot more to California than big cities. Oh, there's a nice creek there. Well, it must be leading to a lake somewhere. That might be why that guy had boats. Oh wow, and there's some. There are the picturesque cows in the grassy field that all the dairy companies take pictures of and use with their advertisements. It could be nothing, I mean, further from the truth of a true dairy, but there's some cows. Hi, cows. You're happy cows. That's true. You are happy cows. There's some chilling underneath a big oak tree over there. Oh, we got a creek on this other side on my right. Those were happy cows. Those are the ones that are so picturesque that all the dairies have you believe that's where their milk and their cheese come from, is from those cows that we just saw. Those cows that we just saw are probably most likely going to be ending up over in Colinga at the stockyard where they fatten them up and make ribeye, filet mignon, rump roast, arrachera, beef ribs, beef ribs. Yeah, that sounds kind of delicious. New York, yep. Usually grass-fed cows are the ones that end up on the butcher block. Not the happy cows that produce milk, although those there are plenty of those cows that produce milk, no doubt about it. The mother cows, those are usually not the ones that end up in the butcher because the rancher, of course, wants to keep oh shit a female producing cow so he can or she, the rancher she can have them generate more cows. But I do believe it's typically the steers or the bulls. London properties for sale. No flyer though. Huh, I would have been curious to know how much that property is up for sale for. Most people probably would not like it out here because I'm not seeing any cellular signal on my phone, but it is a little difficult to see it while I'm riding the motorcycle. Oh, look at over here on the left, an abandoned like a old house and barn or something like that. Definitely very cool. Ah, such a beautiful area. And we just went over the nice creek. See, there's a rock hazard right there. And we're not talking about rock and roll hazard. And thank you for coming into my lane there, big RV. Not sure what that guy was thinking because he had plenty of room on his side. But that is one good advantage of having the motorcycle. At least you got a little bit more room. The bad advantage is if they decide to cross into your lane, you're pretty much, well, game over. That's why I try to ride slow, safe, and especially when I'm in an automobile, I give a lot more respect to motorcycles than I've always given respect, but I give a lot more now. And hey, you want to know one of the weird things or one of the interesting things is when I'm riding or when I'm in my automobile, my company vehicle during the weekday, and I see a motorcycle come in the opposite direction. I want to give them the wave, but I know that they wouldn't understand to be like, they probably wouldn't see it anyways, but they wouldn't understand what I'm doing because I'm in a car. If you're a fellow motorcycle rider and you've actually done that, please comment. Let me know what your experiences are when you've been in a vehicle, a car or a truck, and you try like waving at the motorcycle person. You know how that's worked out for you. Well, definitely getting my cornering experience today, that's for sure. That's exactly one reason why I want to come this route. Oh, looks like we're almost to our destination. In just a couple more minutes, we should be at the San Benito Mining Company, where they mine San Benitoite, which is the state rock for California, Benitoite. Most people don't know that. It's actually a quite a valuable blue. I don't like blue like those water bottles right there, actually, that we just passed on the left. Bonitoite, it's a very beautiful stone, and it's not as hard as diamond. Obviously, diamond is the hardest out there, but boy, it sure does give a beautiful sparkle. I've had some jewelry made in the past with bonitoite, and oh, here we go. Let's see, what is this? Los Gatos Recreation Area and Campground. Okay. Oh, it's like it's kind of all closed off. Huh, interesting. Wow, what an interesting area. Park closed until further notice. Interesting. Yeah, that's one thing that's kind of sad here in California is a lot of these public places, they're just shutting them down, not even spending money on our state parks. A lot of people are starting to really wonder where is all the money going? They collect a tremendous amount of money in income tax, gas tax, property tax, uh, sales tax, and our state has some of the highest of all those of all the states. And it's like, where is it coming back into our infrastructure? Oh, see these rocks in the gravel here? Yeah. So if you're ever following behind a motorcycle, have a little sympathy for them if they're going a little slower than you particularly like. And yes, I've seen those plenty of those reels where these really stupid, insane people are whipping through these roads at a very high rate of speed, bragging about it. And some of them you've seen where the person wipes out and it definitely looks like they probably died. Oh, here's a marker. Oh, still, let's pull in here real quick. This might be a good place, but we don't want to finish the the thing. But let me, what is this? The the sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon. I'm not sure. Okay, well, ugh. This sucks. I'm on a hill incline on dirt, so this is gonna be a bit fun getting myself out of this. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Maybe what I'll do is after we reach our final destination on the way back, because I don't see any point to doing a video coming back. Well, I might, but most people probably won't want to watch it per se. Look at that condor, condor. I think it's a turkey buzzard or something. Was it the California state bird? Just kidding. Oh, you know what would have been nice to see here is California state flower, but I haven't seen it yet. It's also golden in color. Do you know what it is? Maybe you can comment. I know what it is, of course. But if you're still watching this and you hear that, all correct comments will certainly get a like from me. All incorrect but very creative comments will also get a like and probably a comment as well. Oh, I got somebody in an RV behind me. Almost to our final destination here. Not sure if that guy in the RV is also going there, but oh yeah, I think this is it. Maybe. Not sure what that is, but there on the right. Definitely something though. Could be part of that mine. I think it's showing me that I'd reached my destination, so I need to find a place where I can pull over, let this guy pass, and turn around. Yeah. Okay. Well, still has some beautiful hills, so might as well keep the video going. As soon as I find a good pullover, I will. Might just go ahead and let the video keep rolling. Might just keep going. Huh? Surprised this guy's going as fast as he is. I'm going about 30 miles an hour, so on the video it may feel like I'm going a lot faster, but it is only about 30 miles an hour. I think I'll use this pullover here. Let this guy go, and I think I'll go ahead and finish the video. Oh, the gravel's a little soft. You see that guy was like riding my backside. Very annoying. All right, let's go ahead and stop this video.